Comedians and creators are alike. Both usually tend to operate on their own, both are trying to carve a niche in a very saturated market, and in both cases there is a high temptation to follow the top dogs in the industry, which is always a losing strategy because no one likes a cheap knockoff. In both professions, innovation is required if you are to succeed long term, and today I have an example for you of innovation that I never saw coming. Kelsey Cook is a stand-up comedian and a Foosball world champion, easily one of the most unique individuals I covered on this channel. Kelsey is a fun stand-up comedian. Her latest, The Hustler stand-up special, is available on YouTube for free, so I highly recommend it. Her mother is a Hall of Famer in Foosball. Kelsey, under her training, became the Foosball world champion and then combined her stand-up comedy and the Foosball career. Her show, Wrists of Fury, combines Kelsey playing her stand-up comedian friends the game of foosball. This is the most amount of the word foosball I ever said in my life. Kelsey invites her comedian friends to an interview show akin to the Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee or Hot Ones, where she essentially gets to hang out with them, partake in an activity, and ask some interesting questions. This show combines two skills that Kelsey is great at, and it certainly attracts the attention just based on the premise alone. Wrists of Fury is a great inspiration for any stand-up comedian who want to diversify their portfolio of work to breach into the new audience without creating yet another podcast. So if this show is so fun and unique, why not more people are talking about it? Because it's not perfect. Yet. My criticism can be boiled down to the production. This is a great show. It has a unique premise, it makes your ears perk up, but there are a few other ways by which you can improve both the quality of the production and also attract broader audience. First, I think the pace of the interview is a little bit too slow. No, we don't need another MrBeast style edit, but we can trim 3 seconds here, 2 seconds there to make the interview move a little bit faster. There isn't enough interviewing happening. We don't need the interviewing of the level of investigative journalism, but I think Kelsey should take an inspiration from the Hot Ones. They have a great pacing, their questions are well researched, and it keeps the conversation going. After all, we want to see her guests suffer after losing round after round to the Foosball world champion, but we also would like to learn a little bit more about her guests. I think Kelsey should start inviting public figures from other walks of life to give her audience a new perspective, to tap into the new audiences, and also to put those celebrities into an unusual situation like facing a Foosball world champion. Imagine Tom Brady, Pedro Pascal, imagine Michelle Khare if you're talking about the YouTubers facing off against Kelsey. I think with a few of those tweaks, Kelsey can make this show as big as Hot Ones, if not bigger. Foosball, after all, is actually pretty popular around the world, and it will become a bar for other stand-up comedians when it comes to them designing the next media content that is not podcast. You see, with how YouTube space and the comedy clubs are saturated, comedians and the creators alike, they have to find different ways to attract the attention that is a combination of something unexpected. Podcasts was that unique idea back in the day when Joe Rogan pioneered it with the fellow comedians when they would just sit in a green room and stream their conversations. But today, it's nearly an expectation and frankly is a boring way to go about diversifying your media content. As a creator, as a comedian, you have to step outside of your boundaries. You have to reach out for the new genres, new type of media, new type of audiences in order to mix things up, or you have to dig deep into your own personality to find something unique about you that you can expose on the surface and combine it with your craft. And I get it, not everyone is a world champion in something, but I bet you there's something unique about you, and there's a way for you to combine it with your craft. Stand-up comedy and gardening, stand-up comedy and cooking, stand-up comedy and home renovations, you get my point. There are a lot of different ways by which you can create something new, unique that will attract the attention, that will expand the audiences, and will make you stand out from the crowd of thousands and thousands of other very talented comedians and creators. As I described in some of my prior videos, the creator economy gave the stand-up comedians an opportunity to thrive, but now they also entered the space where the creators, comedians, and all other brands are fighting for the attention of your eyeballs. So you cannot just go about it in any way, and you have to make sure you do something unique. Simply making jokes and posting them on YouTube will no longer cut it, so you have to innovate in order to prosper. I love what Kelsey have done, and I bet you with a little bit of polish and with a little bit of more hard work, this show will become viral. And before you start arguing, there's another bald-headed guy sitting in a dark room eating chicken wings and interviewing people. Okay, so if you're curious to learn more about other stand-up comedians who are trying to do something unique and exciting, check out this video that I made about Randy Feldface and Bob Burnham. Both of them are digging deep into their talent pool to create something unique and innovative that attracts your attention. I'll see you next Saturday. Peace.